Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is kind of be like his a dupe kind of video, and here I have the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Palette, and the dupe we're going to have for it is the Technic, what this is called, it's the Trendsetter palette, so that just looks like that. So the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette is £37 and you can buy it from the Morphe website, so it just looks like mine. I've hardly used mine even though it is so beautiful, and it's £37. You can obviously use like the influencer codes with that. I think you can also get it from Cult Beauty and probably Ulta Beauty in the States. It's £37. And then the Technic palette just looks like this, is $3.99. You can buy it from Technic's own website, but it is a little bit more expensive. I got mine from Fragrance Direct, and you can also buy it from TJ Hughes for $3.99. So in the Morphe Jaclyn Hill, you do get more product in it. You get 56.2 grams of product versus the Technic, which you get 26.4 grams of product. So it's just over half for like a fraction of the price. So I still think it's a really good deal. So in general, I do like Technic's palettes a lot. I have done videos on the, which one's this one? The Shaken Not Stirred, which is the dupe for the Subculture palette. I have done this is the Peanut Butter and Jelly palette, which is the dupe for the Huda Desert Dusk. I've also got these little palettes to do, but I haven't got around to doing a video on those yet. So these are the pressed pigment palettes. They've all got different names. This is the one Intrigued, and then it's just the Huda little mini dupe. So these are like the newer ones that she came out with, not the original ones. I bought these for £5 each from Technic's website, and I have heard that they're in TK Maxx as well, so I've not seen them there, but you know, you can obviously get them a little bit cheaper as well. So I will link the videos for these in the description box, and I will be working on this one very shortly. I've just got so many videos to film at the moment and not enough time to film them that I'm a little bit behind. So obviously I'm going to do like a comparison of this Huda one, and I do have the real so the actual Huda one for this one. I'll do like one eye for each. Okay, so what we're going to do for this video is I'm going to take like the Technic on one eye and the Jaclyn Hill on another, and see if we can get like a very similar look going, and then I'm going to do some swatches of the end of like each palette side by side, so you can see what the colour and the kind of formula is like on them. I generally do like Technic's quality, like the mattes are really nice and soft, and the shimmers actually perform really well, so hopefully this will be a good review. Okay, so I have just primed my eyelids with the Revolution Cut Crease Canvas. I really recommend this, is really good, and just letting you know that I will be using like for like kind of brushes, because I don't have any kind of like colour switch or anything like that, just to take the powder off and use the same brush. But as I've tested these brushes, these are all pretty similar. Okay, so neither of these palettes have a mirror, so I'm going to have to try and hold my mirror up at the same time, and I've decided I'm going to do something quite basic today and just do like say a warm neutral kind of look. I was originally thinking, oh, this green or this blue would look really nice, but I'm not great at really bright looks, so I didn't want my first attempt to be like something really crazy. So yeah, I'm just going to go for an everyday, or maybe not everyday, maybe just something a little bit, you know, more wearable. So on the eye, first of all, I'm going to take this warmish kind of crease colour out of the Technic palette, and that is going to go on my right eye. And I think the kind of alternative, so I think the Jaclyn Hill version is this one, so I'm going to wear that one on my left eye. So I have just gone into the Technic palette and into that colour there, and there is a lot of fallout. That is the Technic side and the Morphe side, and the shades do look pretty similar when I've applied them to my eyes. I thought that the Jaclyn Hill Morphe kind of went on my eye a little bit smoother, whereas the Technic one I had to build it up a little bit, but when actually you're done with all that, they do look like they've got the same effect when they're actually on. Okay, so I'm just going to warm up the crease a little bit, and I'm going to be taking the bright yellow shade in the Technic, and then the equivalent in the Morphe palette is this one. which is, I think it's called Creamsicle. Yeah, so that one, it kind of looks a little bit warmer and darker in the Jaclyn Hill, but I'm sure it'll look pretty similar once it's actually on. The yellow on the eyes, and if I'm completely honest, I felt like the Technic eye was a little bit easier to work with, but again, they look pretty similar now that they're actually on the eyes. Okay, so next one I'm going to do is this kind of reddy burgundy colour in the Technic palette. So this is the equivalent in the Jaclyn Hill palette, and this is the shade Jax. Burgundy is down, and I have cut the crease with my Revolution cut crease canvas again. Again, if I'm completely honest, I felt that the Technic worked a little bit better for me. I'm not trashing, or I'm not trying to trash the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. It's just, for me, the Technic is working a little bit better, and I feel like I've made more of a mess on my face with the Jaclyn than I have with the Technic. Okay, so I'm going to use like a bright light shadow on my eyes now on that crease that we've just cut. So I'm going to use like this little pinky shimmery one here, and this is the equivalent in the Jaclyn Hill, which is Faint. Yeah, that one. And yeah, we've not tried any of the Technic shimmers yet because we've used all mattes so far, so hopefully that one will be good too. Okay, so this is the Technic side, this is the Morphe side, and I felt like the shimmers on the Morphe side went on so much better than the Technic one. I had to build this one up 2 times, and I don't think it's actually that metallic. Like from this angle it looks still quite matte, whereas like I feel like you can see this one a little bit more, but you know, maybe you at home think completely different than what I see in the viewfinder, so leave me some comments about what you're thinking so far. Okay, so off camera I applied a little bit more of that burgundy colour and kind of blended it in with that shimmer colour so it seems a little bit more seamless, and then I put some shadow on the lower lash line. So I used in the Technic palette this kind of burnt orange colour, and then in the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette this one, which is called Roxanne, just a little bit of that on my lower lash line. Okay, so off camera I have just applied some mascara, which I used the AOA Studio Fat Lash. This was only $1. And the Primark Kohl eyeliner pencil in brown just on my lower lash line, and then the Revolution, what's it called, the Renaissance eyeliner. I've just put a little bit of liquid liner on the top of my lashes. I didn't feel like doing a wing today, so yeah, I just used a little bit of that. Okay, so I want to do kind of something on the inner corner and the brow bone now, so I'm going to use this lightest colour in the Technic palette, which is a shimmery. And then I've got these 2 colours in the Jaclyn Hill, but I'm not sure which one is shimmery. I think I'm going to go for this one, which is the shade Beam. So this one actually in the Technic palette has come off really crumbly, so I am going to get a lot of product on my eyes for this one. This is the complete eye look that I've done with the Technic and the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I do think that the look is very similar. I don't think you would be able to tell if I hadn't told you which one was which eye. Okay, so my final thoughts. The mattes are really good in this Technic palette. The one shimmer here that I did try was okay, but it wasn't as good as the Morphe Jaclyn Hill one. But this one that I used for the inner corner highlight was really good as well. The Jaclyn Hill obviously is a really good palette. There were a few shadows that I found a little bit easier to blend out with the Technic palette, but you know, as long as you've got time for blending, it works really well. So yeah, it just really depends on your price point, like what you want to spend, you know, because this is a really good palette for £37, and also this is a really good palette for £3.99. So yeah, I like both of these and will continue to use both of them. So thanks for watching today. Check out my other Technic videos because I have got some more and I will have more coming. So, and thanks for watching. I will see you again shortly. Bye. Okay, so here I have some swatches for you. Can you tell which one is which? Okay, so the Morphe Jaclyn Hill one is the top one and the Technic Trendsetter is the bottom one. There are some shades where the Technic is better. So like this yellow one, it performed better than the Morphe one, but then the shimmers are better on the Morphe than the Technic one, and then these kind of greeny blues didn't perform, this shade just didn't perform in general in either palette. But obviously they'll look different on the eye. That's just how I've swatched them. I mean, look how similar they all are. So that's not all of the shades in the palette. I just picked out a couple because, you know, I ran out of arm space.